Hello, I'm Polly Jean Harrison from the FinTech Times, and I'm here today with Edward Woodford, CEO and co-founder of Zero Hash. Edward, thank you so much for joining me today.
No, likewise.
I was wondering, could you start off by just giving us a quick introduction to yourself and your company, please?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Edward, CEO of Zero Hash. Zero Hash is now a global company, about 75 people, based now across 5 continents, which we're super excited about. So very much a remote first company. The way that we describe Zero Hash is that we're effectively defining this new SaaS fintech vertical of crypto as a service. So we effectively enable any group to launch digital assets natively within their own infrastructure. And we handle all of the regulatory lift and all of the technical lift. So effectively through a couple of lines of code, you can have a crypto product in your own system and own the entire UX of that, whether it be, for example, the ability to buy and sell crypto assets, the ability to issue, for example, crypto rewards, the ability to do crypto roundups. So if you spend $5.93, you'll get 7 cents of crypto. And so really our mission is to enable the largest traditional fintechs and indeed every firm out there to embed crypto, whether that be broker dealers, neobanks, online banks, credit card processors, and that's what we're trying to do.
Amazing. And so what sets Zero Hash apart in the industry?
Yeah, I think we've really been able to prove ourselves, especially over the last 18 months, by working with some of the largest fintechs and financial services firms out there, neobanks such as Moneyline, broker dealers such as Tasty Trade, IG, TradeStation, and a number of other large groups as well. And the reason that these groups are leveraging Zero Hash is because of the strength of our technology. We are a pure API-driven business. You can get up and running very, very easily and seamlessly and own that entire UX. And so it's very modular in that sense, and it allows for really interesting productization from, like I said, buy and sell to roundups to rewards. We're launching a staking product so that proof of stake assets, you can generate more assets. So if you hodl crypto, you can get more of that crypto. And we're also launching an NFT infrastructure layer as well. And so that innovation and that ability to embed that technology really, really easily and seamlessly has really set us apart. And that innovation as well. So for example, right now we support over 40 different assets. That is close to 10x the number of assets that our competitors support. And I think that just shows the innovation. Crypto is constantly changing. If you look at the 10 largest digital assets 12 months ago, they are very, very different to the assets that they are today. And so I think we don't remain comfortable with where we are. We're constantly driving forward, constantly innovating, and enabling our platforms to be at that cutting edge of digital assets as well through us.
Fantastic. And so what are your thoughts on the current crypto market at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, look, we're very bullish on this space. Our thesis is very, very simple. Every financial services firm will offer digital assets within the next 18 months, and they'll do so through platforms like Zero Hash. I also think as embedded finance increasingly takes effect, crypto assets is now seen as one and the same as, for example, launching a current account. And so our business of crypto as a service is actually dovetailing very nicely on the coattails of, for example, banking as a service. And just to give you one tangible example of a vertical that is embedding more financial services, that's buy now, pay later firms. And those buy now, pay later firms, as they launch current accounts, are actually saying, let's do crypto at the same time. And that's really, really exciting.
Yeah, it's interesting what you say about different companies getting into the crypto space, because I completely agree with you on that front. So Zero Hash recently completed a fundraise. I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit more about that and how you plan to utilize it moving forward.
Yeah, so we're a global company. We're hiring globally across engineering, legal and compliance, growth, marketing. And so one piece is we are expanding and hopefully scaling our team with more awesome people. So we will probably double in size over the next 6 to 9 months. And we're really looking for people that want to join a fast, exciting startup and make a difference. I also think we have a number of initiatives where we're looking at opportunistic M&A of interesting areas, but also we're building and we're building a lot of interesting new products. So for example, we're launching an NFT platform or infrastructure that will enable any group that we currently service or any group out there to hold, send and receive and interact with the NFT ecosystem. And so our NFT infrastructure that will be completed probably in the next few weeks, which we're super excited about, is the ability to support and interact with 3 major NFT blockchains. Those are Ethereum, Solana, and Polygon Matic. And so we're completely agnostic. We don't pick winners. We let our customers choose. And so I think that's really exciting as the NFT ecosystem grows. And I think that's driven by a number of factors, including the increase of the creator economy. So journalists now, for example, are now using Substack. That's a great example. And more people are moving into this NFT space. You're seeing more and more big firms launch NFTs, and they need infrastructure. And the ecosystem needs infrastructure, because when you buy an NFT, although you may be buying in dollars, you're actually buying crypto. And that, firstly, is a regulated activity. And 2, to then send that crypto to a smart contract is technically complex. To custody crypto is technically complex. And so we want to lower the barrier of entry. And we think that drives increased innovation. You're lowering the barrier to doing something exciting. I also think another area that we're building out very quickly is our DeFi product. And so effectively allowing any group to offer access to the DeFi ecosystem, particularly with USD equivalent assets. And that's really exciting. It gives people the ability to take additional control over those assets and to generate a greater rate of return as part of their portfolio.
Fantastic. That does sound very exciting. And so Zero Hash appeared at Money 2020 this year recently. How did you find it? And what is your strategy when it comes to events and conferences like this?
Yeah, well, it was nice to be back in person. It's definitely a little bit more tiring. You have to get your feet underneath you again. You can't just go from Zoom to Zoom. You actually have to walk around. I think within 10 minutes, I was asking for Band-Aids or plasters, as we call them in the UK. And so, that was the first piece. It was good to meet people in person. You get a different feel. People are much more, I think, much more straightforward. You can really have a much more detailed conversation. Also, we were very excited to kind of announce the launch of our rewards product. So if you are a credit card issuer, you can use that interchange to to issue crypto rewards. And you can do that in 40 different assets. If you have points for your clients, you can allow those points to be redeemed for digital assets. And so we announced a partnership with Deserve, which is one of the largest credit card as a service provider, that will now enable all of their customers to offer crypto rewards, either as point redemption or direct as crypto rewards through Zero Hash.
Fantastic. And as you mentioned, partnerships, I'd love to just get your thoughts on partnerships and what are your future plans when it comes to them, and what are the benefits to Zero Hash when it comes to these partnerships as well?
Yeah, so we're now we're closing a lot of clients every single month. This week we just announced the partnership with Transact, which is one of the most exciting on-ramp and off-ramps players in the digital asset ecosystem. We're very excited by that. That's a big business line for us, online, on-ramp and off-ramps. We now do about 5% of the world's global Ethereum volume. And that's because of these on-ramps and off-ramps interacting with the broader digital asset ecosystem. With partnerships, we take a very collaborative approach. We're always interested in hearing feedback. We actually think that we build better product based on those clients' feedback. And that may sound obvious, but it's really about listening. And one tangible example of that is what assets are important to our clients within the constraints of the regulatory standards that we have to abide by. And so that innovation around the assets that clients want us to support, features, that's really, really important to us. And we'll have a bunch more exciting partnerships over the coming weeks and months ahead.
Amazing, fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Edward, for joining me. I've really enjoyed hearing more insights as to what you guys do.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks.